CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud last year in the rookie campaign, 499 attempts, 319 completions, 4,108 yards, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and put 3 touchdowns in on the ground on 167 yards on the ground. Thoughts on CJ Stroud?
I love some CJ Stroud, but he's being overdrafted. And I really like CJ Stroud. I want to like him a lot. I like his weapons. I like his coach. I like the players around him, just in general, how that team makeup has been. I like how they rallied around him last year. I like that he's careful with the football and only had 5 interceptions. The fact that they brought in Diggs to go with Collins and Dell when he gets healthy, Dalton Schultz, who we covered earlier, the fact that they're building around this defense so I'm torn here. I'm not drafting Stroud at 5. I'm just not. Like I want to like Stroud. I do like Stroud. There's so many things about this where the expectation is he takes a very sizable sophomore leap based off of what we saw last year with more weapons around him, more time to study film, more NFL exposure, but I don't know that I'm ready to say QB5 yet.
No.
So, I am going to pass by there at Stroud. So I'm just not going to participate in the 50s, right? Between Stroud and Richardson, 53 and 56 overall. I'm just not going to participate in quarterback right there. I am going to be looking at wide receiver or running back, and that's fine. I will come back around later, see what there is to see, take a peek at Burrow. If I'm on an end, maybe I let Burrow go and grab Dak. If I miss Dak right there on the turn because they go back to back, I know Jordan Love's still going to sit there for me.
I don't know that I see CJ Stroud going more than 42 or 4,300 yards through the air this season, right? Like, much as I want to think that we'll see another like good jump forward, like 42, 4,300 yards passing during a season is a lot of yards, right? Like, and I don't know that we're going to see a ton more come through on that one. He had 23 touchdowns. I think maybe we creep up to 25, 26, maybe. Um, and I think we probably see him, punch 2, maybe 3 touchdowns in on the ground. But like, this is one of those that when it's all said and done, like, I don't see him putting up the numbers to be able to perform at QB5. I see him putting up numbers that are going to be having him perform closer to QB10, QB11 on the season, right? Like, I see a very similar kind of output and performance that we saw last season. And last season was phenomenal. So I'm not necessarily you're trying to knock it on that deal there, but I don't know that we're going to see a leaps and bounds improvement this season that's going to propel him up and into QB5 range and be able to outperform his ADP. So at that point, I'm going to be passing on CJ Stroud at ADP there as well. Yeah, if he fell a little bit and he fell down the ranks there a little bit in a draft, sure, I might look at him that way, but currently where he's going, I'm going to have to go another direction.